Hey, gang, what's going on? Is anybody still here? We are waiting this thing out. Waiting this thing out. It looks like a decision's coming shortly on the game itself. We don't know. We just saw Boone and Core out in the field talking to the umps. Boone and Core actually hugged each other and kind of say goodbye, but there's no official ruling yet on whether it's going to be called or postponed or whatnot. I don't know when they're going to do it. The game's already official. We already went through 6, so let me look up in here. Let's see if there's anything new here on the Twitter sphere, on the Yankees sphere. Yeah. Nothing yet, gang. Nothing yet. Well, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you haven't had a great weekend. Who do we have on here? Got the 4 trains in the house. Texas Buckeyes here. Jonathan, are you guys all still in here? Aiden Davila. What is happening? Jimmy Mathers is in the house. Good, man. Appreciate you guys supporting 4 Train Express's channel, man. Subscribing. Appreciate you guys. He's a member to 161. So I thank yous. Dev Finch is in the house. What's up, man? Anthony Santabanez in here. What's happening? That's the update we have right now. That they're still we're supposed to get a decision any minute as to what's going to be the decision of the game. NFE's in the house. Yeah, Dev, I saw the Bills. Dolphins. I saw the Eagles game earlier versus Washington. Obviously, the Jets, unfortunately, didn't win against the Bengals, but I'm not surprised there. David Herrera's in the house. Dominic's in the house. What's happening? Cup of Joe for you. Lakeland, Florida. What is happening? What is happening, man? Diehard Yankees fan since the 70s. Welcome. Love it. Love it. Diehard Yankee fan family right up in here, man. Welcome to the family. That is good. By the way, while we're waiting on the decision, did you folks, did any of you see my I did a video on the my top 4 trade targets for the Yankees for this offseason. I was curious to know what you thought. And we can chat about it now if you want until we until we get a resolution on what the hell is going to happen. If you haven't, also smash the like button if you don't mind. I like to try to get the likes up over 100. We don't know what's going to happen right now because we're still in a rain delay. We've been in a rain delay for a while. So you watched it, NFE. What did you think? Give me your thoughts. That's right, baby. 4 Train. Ride or die with the Yankees. That's right. 4 Train liked it. What are your thoughts, guys? I mean, your feedback. Do you have any other trade targets that you're thinking of? I know the season's not over yet, but based on to me, based on what the Yankees have been doing, what they've done, who they've brought in, their needs, I think those trade targets kind of make sense. Rodon is one of my top free agent targets, which I put him in that one too, NFE. So if you've seen that one, you've seen him as well. 8 years ago today, Jeter hit a walk-off in his last at bat. Today? Nice. Didn't realize it was today. Pitching. Yeah, so you saw 2, Mark. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? Dev, happy early birthday, my man. Happy early birthday. What do we got here? Anything? Nothing yet? Oh, it's a final. They called it final. 2-0 Yankees. Game is over. Yankees win. They called it. All right. Yankees win, baby. Swept the Red Sox. All right, man. Now they head to Toronto for 3, and then back to New York for 3 against the Orioles. The way I see it, and I don't know if you agree with me, I don't care if he hits 61 in Toronto, but I want him to hit 62 if he gets it in New York. To me, 62 is much more significant than 61. 61, I mean, I would love for him to get it both here, but you know what I mean? I think it's that's the way I would love for it to happen, but we'll see. What I think the Marlins will want for Lopez, FC, Oh, by the way, Miguel Andujar is now a Pittsburgh Pirate. For those of you who haven't seen, they claimed him off waivers today. So Miguel Andujar era in Yankee Stadium is over. As a member of the Yankees is over. He's now a Pittsburgh Pirate. Marlins, well, I mean, at the deadline, they asked for Gleyber Torres and Oswald Peraza and some other prospect, which was too much. Way too much. Both of those guys, no, thank you. Gleyber Torres they might be able to do a 1-for-1, but we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't do both Torres and Peraza for Pablo Lopez. I would not. Happy early birthday to Billy Branches. All right, my man. All right. Happy early birthday. Miguel, I would agree. I would agree. Should have traded Miguel in 2018. They had a chance to also, but it didn't pan out. They had a chance to, and yeah, they had there was a Miguel for Noah Syndergaard trade floating around, and the Yankees apparently turned it down. So, it is what it is. He's now a Pittsburgh Pirate, and yeah, I wish him luck. I wish him luck. Wish him all the best. So Pablo Lopez, anybody else thing? And Sean, they put him on. They DFA'd him, and then he was put on waivers after that. After he was designated for assignment, and the Pirates claimed him off waivers. So it's pretty much that easy. You like Lopez and Rodon. You're interested in Brady Singer. Brady Singer, is he going to be? Let's see. Let's pull him up. Interesting. I like when folks bring some interesting ones. Brady Singer. Okay, he's with the Royals. 26-year-old pitcher. Big 6'5". He's got, let's see. 6'5", 215 pounds. 10-4 with a 2.99 ERA, 147 innings pitched, and 144 strikeouts. So pretty solid across the board. 3.91 career ERA, 19-19. Now, the key, let's check his contract status. He's 26 years old, so he might still be in arbitration. Brady Singer, huh? Let's see. He's not a free agent until 2026, so anybody acquiring him would get 3 seasons before. So if all of his he's finishing pre-arb now, they get all 3 of his arbitration years. And with that kind of with those kind of stats, he'll cost a lot. I don't know if he's available, but that's a good one, man. That's a good one, Mark. I like it, man. Well done. Yeah, Nestor was solid today too. 5 innings pitched. His pitch count was pretty high though, but gave up 1 hit and kept them in the game. And I love that hustle by Harrison Bader. I mean, again, he's showing his worth, man. Showing his worth. Would like to keep Gleyber, Arizona, Alley. Okay. Gleyber and a few prospects. It would probably cost that, Mark. But even though I think now Cashman's patience with trades might pay off a little bit more now because of Gleyber. He waited, and now Gleyber's like super hot, and he's adding value to his trade, his own trade value. So you might get more for him. I'm expecting him to try to move Torres, Donaldson, and Hicks. And I think he can move at least 2 of them this offseason. So that's my I'm really curious to see. And then they have the 5-day and 5-day period right after the World Series. So for those of you who don't know, 5-day exclusive negotiating period with your own free agents starting the day after the World Series. And then the next 5 days, sky's the limit. Teams can negotiate with other players and blah, blah, blah. That's when offers can start being made. So things might happen before the winter meetings generally. That's generally when things start to pick up, but you might see some big names off the board relatively quickly. So you think the Yankees trade? No, they didn't trade Andujar. They put him on waivers. He was claimed off waivers, Aiden. Claimed off waivers by the Pirates. And that's it. Waivers is like release waivers. So Pirates scooped them, and that's it. Yep, 7 straight. It's an official win now, 2-0 by the Yankees. They swept the Red Sox. And now, let's see. Let's see if I can pull up. What's the Yankees' magic number now? Is it 2? Is it 1? I need the updated one. Don't know yet. Probably 2 or 1. 2 or 1. Let's see. Oswald Reservoir. Haven't seen it yet. I think it won. I think it's 1-2, Mark. I think you're right. If we win in Toronto, we win one game in Toronto, win the division. So, how does this shorten call? A game has to be through 5 complete innings, Lorenzo, before it can officially be called official and a total game or a full game, and both sides have to agree on it. Once both teams agree on it, then the umpires can basically ratify it and make it official. But it has to be full top and bottom 5 innings for each team in order for it to do it. So, Magic number 2. Okay. Taijuan Walker is going to be a free agent. Aiden. He's not with the Yankees right now. He's with the Mets. But he'll make some more money. He'll make some more money this offseason. He'll be a free agent. He'll probably make $15 million a year or something like that, my guess. He's pretty solid over there with the Mets. And Jacob deGrom's going to be a free agent too. He's opting out, as he already communicated, opting out of his deal. So he'll be another attractive free agent that teams will go after as well. Probably on a short-term, high-dollar deal, but he's still got he's going to get paid one way or another. And by the way, if you haven't hit that like button, please smash that like button. Let's get them up really quickly, if you don't mind. Yeah, man, right here, baby. 15 out of the last 19. Look where we were like 19 games ago. And Yankees were they went from 15 games up to 4, and now they're back up again. So who would have thought this month was such a turnaround from August? Yeah, deGrom got hit pretty good. He gave up 4 runs in the first inning to the A's yesterday. Very rare, but yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm hearing that they're considering DFAing Aroldis Chapman before the season's over. So, and I'm not surprised. I mean, at this point, his contract's pretty much already paid. They might have 1 more month of pay for him, and that's pretty much it. So I don't know if they are confident. Well, it sounds like they're not. They don't have confidence in him to even a low leverage or high leverage situation. So, and they have enough guys in the bullpen to withstand losing Chapman. And we don't even know if Britton's going to make the postseason bullpen either. So he needs a couple more games. He just came off of rehab. So Britton usually takes a few games. He's more of a crafty. He throws hard too, but he's not a super power arm like Chapman, who still throws 102, 103, but he doesn't have any confidence in his fastball. So it's up here now too. Yeah, I mean, Carpenter returning would be nice. I'm hearing potentially the last series in Texas, but I don't know. If Bonds went to Yankees, it wouldn't count. You might be right, but thankfully it didn't happen. So, yeah, word lifer. That's the thing. If it's a magic number 2, the Yankees don't have to actually win 2 games. It's a combination of win losses. So, and so that's also a good thing as well. Tattoo accidents in the chat. Yeah, I mean, sounds like it, my guys. Sounds like it. Well, Diaz will probably be a target. They'll always bring in somebody in the bullpen. Michael King's coming back as well next year, so I'm looking forward to that. And we'll see. Montez, he might get 1 start before the season's up, but I don't see him making the postseason roster. I just don't. It's not worth it. I would shut him down personally right now and let him get healthy to the offseason and build up strength for next year. Just let him get healthy. I doubt it, Jeff C. I doubt it. I think they're going to stick with Boone. Correa, I would not. Not at that. Not at that price. No, sir. Not Correa. Who's the closer now? I mean, it's probably going to be by committee now. It's Clay Holmes, but Scotty Frost can do the job as well. And there's a couple other guys who can do the job. So it's really going to be who's hot. So, and who's getting guys out. So, Frost showed us a little bit the other day, and the King has been shaky lately. I mean, Clay Holmes has been shaky lately. So he's got to get it. He's got to get it right too. But they have enough guys in the bullpen. No, I think a lot of people would love Donnie Baseball to manage the Yankees. I really do. Who wins the East? The Mets or the Braves? I think the Mets will probably hold off the Braves, but not by much. They're both going to go to the postseason. There's no doubt about it. So, but they'll both go. Braves are going to be tough in the postseason. Oh, no doubt about it. Let's clinch it, baby. Let's clinch it and be done. You know what I mean? Clinch it and be done. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Toronto. So next 3 days are in Toronto. Then they're off Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday versus Baltimore at home. So tomorrow facing Toronto's ace, Kevin Gausman. So opportunities for Judge. We'll see what happens. Ridings, I'm hearing too. His rehab is in AAA right now, Mikey Bomber. So there's a chance he might be up in very short time with Miguel Castro and some other guys. So there's a chance we might see him. He's not eligible for the postseason, but he hasn't been on any actual 28 man and all that stuff by September 1st. So, and I don't think he's on the 40 man yet. So they'll have to make a move one way or another. If somebody's not on the 40 man, the Yankees will have to DFA somebody who is to get that person on. So he's already simplified. He's a Pittsburgh Pirate. Pirates claimed him today off waivers. Andujar. He's a Pirate now. Yeah, punched him like some guys, if you don't mind. Mariano. Jeff C. Imagine that, man. Yeah. So Benintendi, it doesn't sound like he's going to make it back by the end of the season. That's what he said. So I'm not hoping on it. If it is, it might be for the postseason, but I don't know. DJ, I see him probably in the last series and Texas. And again, I would play him kind of as a utility role right now. So that's what I would do. Stanton just got a day off. Yep. 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 Oh, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Uh-oh. Both Aussies, their baseball IQ makes me... Their IQ, yeah. That's Pujols at 700. Pujols at 700. He hit 699, 700 2 days ago. Again, like I mentioned, Matt Carpenter, he might be, he's walking around without the boot. His X-rays were clean, so they're ramping up baseball activity. So if he does come back, I expect him to be in the last series of the season in Texas. That's what I expect. So yeah, I mean Carpenter, if he does, that's what I expect, Lorenzo. Yeah. Pujols, easy, first ballot. So, Jonathan, this is a good question. Benintendi doesn't make it back. Will they not risk? I think it's all going to boil down to Judge. If the Yankees re-sign Judge, then that's one thing. If they don't, they have to go hard after Benintendi. They have to. I mean, they really do. And then you have him, and then you have Bader and Oswaldo Cabrera. Whew. That's a super athletic outfield. But again, it's all going to boil down to what they do with Judge. And I personally think they need to make a decision early and not wait all the offseason. Otherwise, somebody's going to steal him from them. Yeah, Peraza's solid, Jane. I think, he'll get more of an opportunity next year. Torres playing really well, and the rest of the IKF playing really well made bringing up Peraza to start kind of not necessary. So that's the thing. So, but yeah, I mean, DJ and Benintendi, I mean, I'm confident we'll see DJ back, Mark, before Benintendi. Yeah. Yeah, I know. K-Rod had Bonds, Clemens, and A-Rod. It was nuts tonight. I know. Crazy. Yeah, this team plus Carpenter, if they're all healthy, man, oof. Be good. It'll be good. I didn't get to hear Bonds on K-Rod. I mean, they weren't showing enough of it, unfortunately. So, Wisniewski was a dream. Yeah. Yeah, Efros. I mean, Efros is also under control, simplified, until 2028. So the Yankees have 5 more seasons of Efros, 2 pre-arb and 3 arb. I mean, genius trade. Genius trade. Yep. Judge and Benintendi. Yes, I mean, interesting one. I mean, both would be really nice. And if Rizzo stays, then that solves the first base issue. If he doesn't, I mentioned Nathaniel Lowe from Texas as a first base trade option. For those of you who haven't heard, I put out my Yankees top 4 offseason trade targets. That's in, take a look at my channel. You'll see the video there. I didn't link it down below, but it's there. And I put it out this morning. So let me know what you think. I really want to know what you think. But yeah, the offense is clicking. They're hitting timely. No doubt about it, guys. No doubt about it. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, Peter. I mean, from what I heard, Bond seemed pretty friendly and like a nice guy, but got so many bad reports out of him being an a-hole to people and blah. And I know he was not nice to the press, and I get it, but like he's retired now, so maybe he's just enjoying a little bit more of a low-key life. So yeah. That's pretty good. Peraza's not enrolled, just auditing the class. I see him getting a pretty big role next year. We're a lifer. He's good. Glove really good and gave really good insight, and Clemens ribbed him for wearing the pen. Yeah, because if he had him wearing the pen, Clemens would have tried to hit him on a regular. Clemens was crazy for hitting guys, man. Right, I honestly am leaning towards him walking the Finch. I'm leaning towards Judge walking. Somebody with a massive overpay, but is Carpenter getting close? Like, no, I'm hearing the last series of this season, Dominic, in Texas. So the Yankees trade for Devers in the offseason. Nah, Lorenzo, they have enough. I mean, even if they move IKF to third, if they move Donaldson and you have Peraza at short, that's enough. And I would wait for Devers for the following offseason. If he's a free agent, you go after him. If not, they have this other guy, Andres Chaparro. I did a profile on him. He's a prospect, a power prospect who's a really good hitter. They have a lot of good infield prospects, so they may not even need to go after Devers. And Devers is going to cost probably just as much as Judge would, like probably $300 million. So I don't know if they want to spend that much money. So we'll have to see. Yeah, Rizzo's had a couple of rough injuries, Scooby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dev, take a look at it, man. Let me know what you think. Hey, Carmelo Martinez. How you doing, man? Manolo. Shoot that piece of shit. It's crazy, Carmelo. I just watched Primal Fear with Richard Gere and Edward Norton. And Manolo from Scarface is in that movie. I completely forgot. And he was actually pretty good in that movie. So take a look at it. If you haven't seen Primal Fear, it's a freaking good movie. But my name is Tony Montana. Yeah. Yeah, man. He's good. He's good, Carmelo. I appreciate that, bro. He's doing well. He had a good day today. And just waiting for the Yankees to clinch so we could celebrate, I'm waiting for hopefully celebrating Judge's home run milestones as well. And like I said this earlier, I have a feeling he's probably going to get 61 in Toronto. And then I hope he comes back in New York when they play the Orioles and gets 62 here. I don't care if he ties it over there. I hope he breaks it here. So, but we'll see what happens. You never know. But he's pressing a little bit right now. He wants it. I think he wants it behind him too. And Derek Jeter pressed when he was going for 3,000. Roger Maris pressed too. So I get it. It's a huge ass milestone. But you're going to get it here, Carmelo. I'm anything news. Anything news. It's newsworthy on that. You're going to get it. We'll see, Mark. We'll see. I don't know. No idea. Angels decided to deal Ohtani a good date. I mean, I have a feeling they'll go after him too, Peter. Could you imagine Ohtani and Judge and Trout? Oof. Oh, and then you got Rendon if he actually is healthy, and that's murderer's row. Murderer's row, man. I know, Dominic. Huge heads. The Yankees have most of what they need in their system. With the exception of starting pitching, Mark. They need more starting pitching through the system. They have to develop. They develop relievers pretty well, and they also acquire them in trades. But they need to develop more starting pitchers. Like I'll be following what the Rays do. That's a starting pitching factory. Even the Dodgers, starting pitching factory. I would be analyzing what the hell these guys do. I really would. I really would. I think it's a smart idea for them. Ward Lifer is one of the best actors out there. Edward Norton, man. He was fantastic in Primal Fear. He was incredible in American History X. Like, oi, Jesus. Yeah, Carmelo. Jim, you might be right, man. I mean, we don't know. I mean, Judge is going to cost at least that. Cole's contract, I think, will be the floor to what Judge gets, in my opinion. He's in Breaking Bad and better. Is he really, a lifer? Nice, man. Nice. $74. Oh, he's definitely keeping hitting 3 days. No doubt about it. No doubt. And I do, yeah, Coffee Cat. He'll be pressing less in Toronto because that's not his home. And that, I mean, being domed out, not worrying about anything, like, he's good to go. He's good to go. And tomorrow, Gaussman will definitely pitch to him. And I don't remember who else is going to be up. But I think they're going to pitch to him. 10 years at 37. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really curious to see what he gets. Really, really curious. Shohei Ohtani, so he's a free agent after next year where he stops. He keeps playing the way he's going to get playing. He's going to get probably 35 to 40 million a year also when he stops. I would agree. I really believe that. Yeah, Aiden. Yeah, I know you mentioned he's from. Even Judge has mentioned he's from San Francisco, and so kind of indirectly. I mean, it could also be see. You could also say, well, I'm considering signing with these teams. So it's a good way of gamesmanship and raising the price of your own team too, for your own team too. So, he's playing the game like the rest of the guys are. It's a business decision for him too, and that's it. And he's not going to leave $50 to $60 million on the table just to come back to New York. I highly doubt it. The union would be pissed. And if you go, see, this is the thing too, Carmelo. If he gets 61 and 62 quickly, then I think the pressure's off him, and then he'll probably go on a little bit of a run too. I can see him at that point, getting into the mid to high 60s or whatnot. I mean, if he got over 70, it would be insane. But I want the Yankee record and the American League record to be broken by another Yankee. I don't want it to be broken by someone else. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, position players, we are super deep. Pitching, we're not. So they need to do a better job at developing them. They really, really do. That's one reason why they have to overpay in pitching sometimes in free agency, because they're not developing enough. Like Ken Waldichuk, I know he was the top draft, but he wasn't a first-round pick. He was like a 5th or 6th. So none of our pitching prospects were in like the top 50 in baseball prospects. So that's a problem. Yankees need to work on that. 2 aces would be phenomenal. Well, Wisniewski, I mean, he was one of their top prospects, but he wasn't even in the top 100 major league prospects. So the long-term projection probably wasn't high. But to get a guy like Efros with 5 more controllable years, that's the price you pay. I mean, that's a worthwhile acquisition, a worthwhile trade for me. Yeah, it's not that we're giving up half of him for half a year of Josh Hader or something like that, and Josh Hader's getting pounded over in San Diego. So, yeah. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Simply, dude. I mean, what's crazy too, Dominic? Like, nobody ever found, syringes, or nobody. There was no failed test for Bonds, no positive test for Clemens. A-Rod's obviously a different story. He got busted twice, but Bonds and Clemens, they never. I mean, even Clemens took it to court, to Supreme Court. He won every single time in court because they didn't have anything on him. So it's amazing how we don't know. I mean, like, he could be clean, but then he could be the master manipulator, the master at hiding shit too. It's like we just don't know, unfortunately. But now the perception has become the reality. And at least for him, he was a big dude. Like, Bonds looked like me when he was a rookie. And I said this right. He looked like The Rock when he was hitting all those bombs. So he had a physical transformation unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. He got huge, but he was always an elite hitter. I'll give him that. Always an elite hitter. So it's was crazy. Yeah, well, exactly. It's the thing too. Waldichuk was, yeah, he wasn't a first round pick. He was only projected as a 3 starter. So that's, I mean, and again, it hasn't panned out yet. I mean, I like Torino is pitching pretty well out of the bullpen, but we need Montez to pitch better next year. We do. Oh. Yeah, D-Rod, I mean, didn't have the evidence. Did they not have it because it wasn't there? Like, that's the thing. Who's pitching tomorrow? Let's have a look, Anthony. Let's have a look and see if it's up yet. Let me take a look. Baseball tomorrow, Monday. Yankees. Luis Severino versus Kevin Gausman. So Sevy's pitching tomorrow. See, that's the thing. I don't know, Mark. I mean, it's just I know they use Brian McNamee, the same guy, so it could be. But how did Clemens? I mean, how did Pettit get caught? Pettit also confessed to it too. So he owned up after he tested positive. So I give him that. Clemens, I mean, nothing ever came out on him. So how could he be that good at hiding stuff? And the trainer kept saying he had needles in those. Where were they? He kept saying this stuff, but he never showed anything. So did Bonds admit it in the Balco case? McGuire was a little different. He took something called androstenedione, which is it wasn't banned at the time either. It was to help people recover quicker and stuff like that. So it gave him an advantage, but it didn't help his hand-eye coordination. But even so, it's banned now, and he suffered the consequences too. He was in that Balco or the Mitchell report. He was in one of them as well. Volpe's doing well in AAA. Oh, Ruby, I got a super chat. Did I really? Hang on. Let me look. I apologize if I missed it. I didn't even see. Oh, RC from NYC, bro. Thank you so much. I didn't even see it. Must have scrolled way really fast, man. I appreciate this super chat, bro. What's up, Jason? What's up, 161 Mafia? Hope you're all good. I think Judge will get 8 years at plus 2 player option years, 38 to 40 year with incentives. So it could take him up to 40, 380 to 40 to 400. 2 player, I mean, player options, like performance options and stuff like that, or bad options. That's smart because if he doesn't reach them, then he don't get exercise. So and that shows that he's staying healthy and whatnot. It's a smart one, RC. Again, dude, thank you again for the super chat, for the donut. And Rubio, thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. That thing must have just scrolled right by and didn't even see it. Sometimes this thing scrolls so fast. It's crazy. Oh. If the Rangers can release Odor with 3-27 left and sign Seager and Stanton, the Yankees have a different mentality, D-Rod. They really do. They are averse to eating money. They're going to try to trade him this offseason and try to get a team. I mean, the Yankees will eat some of the money, but they want another team to eat some of the money too. They don't want to eat $30 million. I know that. So, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's, they're just different mentality franchises. You know what I mean? Big Mac got bigger as he got old, but he was also pretty big when he came in too. But he did get a little bit bigger. But the most remarkable transformation was Bonds. I mean, he became a giant. No. Thanks again, Ruby. I appreciate that. Pettit, yeah, stand up, dude, man. He owned it up. He owned up. He owned up, man. Palmeiro, again, 500 home runs, didn't make the Hall of Fame because he got busted. It's a shame. Pettit said he took it to recover. I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, yeah. We don't even know what that. I don't even know what the hell he took. No. The problem, yeah, Gerald, is the Yankees don't want to eat the $30 million that Hicks is owed. They don't want to eat it all. Andujar was cheap. It made sense. They weren't getting anything back in a trade. Hicks, they're going to try and trade to get something back for him. That I'm pretty confident of. Aaron, I feel he got a raw deal by the Yankees. After his 2018 season, which got beat by Ohtani for Rookie of the Year, and then he got hurt and had some issues, and he never really came back to himself. But I also feel he got a raw deal. He didn't get opportunities to play. So I hope he gets, now that he's with the Pittsburgh Pirates, I hope he gets an opportunity to play and contribute, because I do think he has a lot of bat left, a lot of hitting left, and He's a decent defender, so but they could use him as a DH too, or even a first baseman in Pittsburgh. Like there's a lot of options that they can have. But I wish him well there. But I do think he got a raw deal with the Yankees. All right. Pitching, yeah, we'll see what they get, Carmelo. I'm really curious to see what type of trade return they get for Aaron Hicks. If they add a good prospect to him, then they could get a decent player in return. Am I going to be on after the game tomorrow? Yes, I am, Anthony. You know it. You know it, baby. Absolutely will. Have I seen Miguel Cabrera's rookie card? Yeah. Another one. But he's, he looks relatively soft. But he could be another one. He doesn't look, Bonds was jacked. And Cabrera's thick. He's also an elite hitter from the beginning to the top. But yeah, it's another one. These guys get much bigger. It's crazy. Crazy. Palmeiro. I almost got taken out by Geronimo Baroa foul ball. I'll never forget that one. Never forget that one. Bonds used to have the build of a middleweight boxer, and it was a lock to get in the Cooperstown. Yeah, exactly, RC. Exactly. He didn't even need to take all that stuff. He would have said A-Rod either. They would have still had probably 600 home runs. Bonds was winning MVPs when he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Normal player. I think he won maybe 2 or 3. And then he came over here and won a bunch with the Giants. And it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. It's crazy. But you're right, RC. Ridiculous transformation. Physical transformation is unbelievable. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I think La Russa is probably going to wind up retiring. Yeah, big game tomorrow for the New York Giants. They play the Cowboys tomorrow night. And I would watch out. The Eagles are just quietly getting better every week. Eagles they're going to be formidable in the NFC. Mattingly would it'd be interesting, him and the Phillies. D-Rod would be very interesting. I think he'll probably connect with some of those guys more than Girardi did. I didn't even think about that, D-Rod. Damn, that's an intriguing possibility. A really intriguing possibility. Bonds was fantastic. And it was him and Bonilla, too. And then Bonilla just went to the Mets, and then, that's it. After that, Bonds just kept going. Walk off into the McCarran. Yeah. Bonds hit him into the water, too. Guys were, jumping off their kayaks. And yeah. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Nuts. Yeah, but he was. I just saw it. They early hit the home run in Yankee Stadium off Ted Lilly, and it was probably the furthest home run I've ever seen him hit, aside from the one off of Troy Percival in the World Series. Those are the 2 furthest home runs I've ever seen hit by Barry Bonds, and he hit some missiles, man, missiles. Judge hits 55 years in it. Could you imagine that, Carmelo? That would be insanity. Insanity. But let me say, somebody hit. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. 55 years in. I'm not sure if that's ever happened. But let me tell you this. Let's pull up his stats. All right. From 1998 to 2002, 66 homers, 63, 50, 64, and 49. And even the year after 40, that's Sammy Sosa. He hit over 60 3 times. God, that's insanity. That's crazy. Imagine judging 55 years in a row. Be freaking nuts, man. Freaking nuts. Yeah, man, picture in picture. You can definitely watch them both. Live NFL. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, Anthony. Yeah. So if they're interfering with baseball games, and I have to kind of shuffle them back and forth, but I do. And now that my channel is kind of covering Bills, Giants, and Jets, that's going to ramp up now too. Yes, indeed. The Bills lost today. Jets lost. I mean, we'll see about the Giants. Giants are favorites tomorrow. I think they're like 2-point favorites over the Cowboys. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Ichiro as a base running coach would be kind of interesting. You guys put out some pretty interesting ideas, I must say. What kind of Hall of Famers in any league in area have been real Hall of Fame players? You mean like the Mariano Rivera's of the world? He's a real Hall of Famer. Make Bader the coach of Oswaldo. That's a great pair over there. What a much better defensive outfield now. I mean, I think the people who hate the Montgomery trade might be feeling a little bit better now. A little bit. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yeah, Bader's been solid. Yes, he has. Bonds was the reason he won. Yeah, I mean, Bonds contributed. Like Tino Martinez was the hitting coach for not the Bonds, I think for the Tampa Bay Rays, and he was like a Nazi. I mean, I think he got fired. He didn't even make it through the year. Yeah, he was like a Nazi that was as a hitting coach. He was crazy, super intense, man, super intense. I remember that, but I remember some good things about Bonds as a hitting coach. I do. Yes, they are. Yeah, Bill. I mean, they didn't at the end there. They didn't get back to that snap to get the field goal. They didn't get back in time, so it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Twins fan. Well, the Guardians are about to clinch too. The Guardians are a good team. They are a good team. Kyle Freeman was the option. So you saw Brian. You saw my trade targets video. I think he'd be a guy that I would at the very least look into. At the very least, he's got several controllable years from the lefty side, and again, that would cost less than Jameson Taillon. If they want to re-sign Taillon, fine, but he's probably going to cost $70 to $80 million. So I think this guy would represent. And he's also younger than Taillon, so I would go for the youth as well. But I mean, I don't know if they're available. I'm not predicting, but I think it's a good target. I really do. Yeah, Mariano was the GOAT, bro. The absolute GOAT. There's no doubt about that, man. Yeah, Monty got roughed up by the Dodgers. Yep. Oh, Texas Buckeye, dude. He has this perfect alignment, the way he sets himself, and he's behind the ball, so he can catch it while with forward momentum and run forward. Hicks has been doing the opposite. He's been backing up and catching things, heading towards the wall instead of heading towards the player, which makes a hell of a difference, whether you're throwing guys out or keeping the guy on second or whatnot or third. And he's got really, really good route running too. So this guy gets to everything, Bader. So I'm really happy we have him. I really am. Yeah, do you remember that, Billy? He was rough on the players in Tampa. Yeah. Yep. Cabrera and Bader. Yep. Two fantastic additions. So what's funny, Anthony? The Guardians are going to be tough. I think they're beatable, but I think the big ultimate clash is probably going to be the Astros and the Guardians. The Astros are a super high-powered pitching strikeout team. The Guardians are a low strikeout offensive team. So to me, that makes a perfect match between the two of them. So the Guardians clinch today. Okay. All right. The Guardians are going to be sneaky good. So I would not sleep on them. I'm going to try to get Fuzzy on here so we could talk. He's a big Guardians fan. I'd like to have him on here. We can get his insights on this stuff. He knows his stuff, Fuzzy. So, how's he been a Hall of Fame player? Dev, let's see. I think I won a couple MVPs. Let's pull up Roger Maris's stats. 275 career home runs, 1,325 hits, 260 batting average, 38.2 career WAR, RBIs 850. Let's see, two times MVP, 2 consecutive MVPs, both with the Yankees. In 1960, at 39 home runs, 112 RBIs, and then 61 home runs and 141 ribbies. So I mean, good stats, but yeah, he hasn't. And by the way, he hasn't been elected to the Hall of Fame yet either. Maris, he's still not in. He is still not in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, Mantle is and whatever else, but Dominic, your wife just paid you the biggest compliment telling me that Beta reminds her of me when I was playing in high school. The way he plays, medial collateral, collector ligament damage to my right knee, dream over. Sorry about the injury, but anytime you remind your wife about an awesome player, it's kind of cool. It's kind of flattering. Yeah. Make sure you tell her how beautiful she is, dude. Pay her a compliment back. But that's really cool. That's really cool. Really, really. Dave Chappelle at closers. He's a goat, man. He just didn't care, man. He just went out there and did his thing, and that's what Dave Chappelle's known for. Just like unfazed by whatever. I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, Maris might eventually make it in, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. 93 folks. I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes. If anybody hasn't smashed that like button, if you don't mind, smash it. I'm going to try to get to over 100 likes. Do I think Manny Ramirez should be a Hall of Famer? Well, he was definitely had a Hall of Fame talent, no doubt about it. But one of the greatest right-handed hitters in a generation, him and A-Rod, but he got popped too many times for juicing. I think it's like 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. Got popped way too many times. So, but I mean, he was one of the most fearsome hitters I've ever seen. And him and Poppy, back to back. Oh my God, they gave the Yankees nightmares. We got 98 likes here. I mean, you just need 2 more for 100. Appreciate you guys. But Manny Ramirez, I mean, on talent, yes, El Ruby. I just don't know. Because if they let him in, then, they're going to have to, let guys like Bonds in and Palmeiro and guys like that. So I don't really know at what's the cutoff, right? Because I think they're really considered players' character and whatever else. And he wasn't a bad guy, but he just got busted juicing way too many times. But I loved watching him hit, man. Oh my God, ridiculous. And dude owned the Yankees. Anthony, have a great night, my man. Munson Maris had this long debate with getting as a veterans committee. Yeah, probably. I would agree with you and Sean on that one. Yeah, goodbye to Miguel Andujar. For those of you who haven't heard, he got claimed off waivers today by the Pirates. So he is now a Pittsburgh Pirate. The Andujar era in New York is officially over. All right, we're over 100 likes. Thank you, gang. Yeah, player that used to be Mike Stanton. Yeah. Reliever. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton used to be called Michael Stanton, too. That's right, D-Rod. That is right. And the left-handed reliever from the 90s, Mike Stanton with the Yankees. There's him and Graham Lloyd and Jeff Nelson, all those guys. Have a great night to you, Jimmy Mathers, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Let's walk off over the monster. Oh, ridiculous, Rubio. Ridiculous. Some of the most legendary home runs I've ever seen, Manny. Just ridiculous. 100 wins for Yankees. It's possible. What are they at, 93 now or 94? Let's see. Yankees. Here now, 94 and 58. 94 and 58. So 52 games. Only 10 games left, guys. 10 games left in the season. 3 and 4. That's it. That is it. It was, Blake, called after 6 innings, so it was official. They called a win for the Yankees, 2-0 win. So, I don't know if I'd be able to physically do that, Captain Midnight. 4 Big Macs, 4 apple pies? I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I mean, I would try it, but that's insanity. Jesus. I mean, you might... I might have to leave the live stream because I'm going to be on a toilet bowl for 45 minutes. But I'll think about that one. And all those guys are fantastic, Mark. 4-4. Man, you're trying to torture me. God, I want to be thinking about that one now. Whew. Yeah, the season did fly by now, but I'm glad they're where they're at. I'm glad they're where they're at, man. So I'm glad where they're at. Captain, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, let me wrap this up and let me thank you guys for coming on and gals for coming on. I appreciate you. Go enjoy a great night. For those that are celebrating tomorrow, happy holiday. Tomorrow's Rosh Hashanah. And 49ers 10 Broncos 11. Look at that, man. Yeah, it would be Plunger City. It would be. I would need about six rolls of toilet paper too. Deb, bro, I appreciate you. But peace and love to all of you, and thank you as always. I'll be here tomorrow night for the live after the Toronto game, so hopefully I'll be seeing a bunch of you there. And have a great night, everybody. Over and out.